F1 registers trademark for new Grand Prix that is set to divide opinion and shake schedule. Formula 1 bosses have hinted at a future Grand Prix in Chicago by registering a handful of interesting trademarks ahead of the new season. 3 races are held in the United States at present, with Las Vegas returning to the calendar last year following a 40-year absence. Miami was added to the schedule in 2022, while the United States Grand Prix in Texas has been held every year since 2012 with the exception of 2020. It seems that F1 bosses could be exploring the possibility of adding a 4th US race, with recent trademark applications hinting at a future event in Chicago. Filings for Grand Prix of Chicago and related names by Formula One licensing BV at the United States Patent and Trademark Office suggest that a race in the city might be under consideration. These applications could simply be protective measures, but they have also raised questions over whether Chicago will emerge as a new venue for the racing calendar. F1 bosses have been expanding the sports presence in the US over the last few years in a bid to capitalize on the unprecedented success of Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive. The potential consideration of Chicago as a new venue falls in line with F1's increasing interest in street circuits, as shown by the introduction of events in Las Vegas and Madrid. Not everybody is happy about F1's increasing focus on US races though, with former Ferrari driver Gerhard Berger urging the sport's decision-makers to rethink their strategy ahead of last year's Las Vegas Grand Prix. Berger also pointed to the increased travel requirements as an issue for drivers and team personnel, adding, "There is no other sport that is able to do the miles that these people do. It is not like turning up with a football team. They are arriving with mountains and mountains of gear and race cars." Meanwhile, F1 President Stefano Domenicali previously refused to rule out the possibility of adding more US races, as well as some in Asia and Africa. "There is a lot of interest in Far East Asia, more interest in the US, he said last year. "In this moment, we have 3 US races, which I think is the right number for the next couple of years. The most important thing is that every Grand Prix has to be different in terms of personality. We want to have the city living the event. That's the magic of Formula One.